it's so tempting to respond to the computer when she says, like, this meeting is being recorded. Okay, so yeah, thank you. Thank you, Ankita. Um, Good evening, everybody. How is everyone? I hope you all have been feeling well after the release meditation of last week. Some of you all were present over there, and some of you all might have even had access to the full moon meditation, right? So during the Thursday meditation, during the process, not during the process, actually before the process, what we did was try and figure out what are the aspects of ourselves that we need to release and let go of, isn't it? So that was the tree process that we did, the tree of relationships as well as the tree of career. So each one of you all was told to pick up either a tree of career or the tree of relationships. So I hope you all still have those that list of what needs to be let go of. And those of you all who were able to do the moon meditation, which was put on YouTube, you all would have a list of 5 things that the moon goddess probably helped you or directed you, guided you to release. So if you all can have that list handy, it will be fantastic. For all those who are new, let me give you a brief of what we had been doing. Uh, the full moon is a time when it is a good place to let go of things that do not serve us anymore. So it is a good time to let go of redundant relationships, careers that are not working for you anymore, or any patterns or beliefs that are hindering your progress in your life, and so many other things that you might be holding on to due to attachment to the whole situation, to the people, or even to the circumstances. We have emotional attachments to places, we have mental attachment to places and people, and so many other things. So, but over a period of time, these things may have outgrown their use for us, and they need to be let go of so that new things can come into our life. So, for all those who are new, let me just take you through a brief process where you all will be able to identify the top 5 things that you need to release at this point of time in your life. The idea of doing it on the full moon day, that was last Thursday, was because after the full moon, the phases of the moon start becoming smaller and smaller, isn't it? So, as the moon becomes smaller and smaller, the release happens by and by, along with the decreasing crescent of the moon. And by new moon, the entire moon is become completely disappeared. Not even a crescent is left on the new moon. It's a dark moon night, right? So you have completely let go of whatever was to be released, and the new moon is a time for you to manifest something new. So whatever has been released and the space has been made, you plant something new in that space on the new moon night. So now, after last week, we are in the middle of the new full moon and the new moon. Okay, so a lot of y'all might have had problems with the release, but let me get on with the new people so that they can find their list of top 5 things that they need to release. Okay, so quickly, even if the people who had been here before would want to do this once again, just to review what happened last week, y'all can also go through this very, very brief process that I'm going to take the newbies through. So quickly, close your eyes. Take a deep breath and breathe out. Breathe in again and breathe out. One more time. Breathe in and exhale. Imagine thick golden roots coming from the soles of your feet going deep, deep, deep down into the ground, right to the center of Mother Earth, where a huge crystalline ball of energy is pulsating and throbbing with vibrant energy. You allow your golden roots to wrap themselves around this crystalline ball of energy of Mother Gaia, of Mother Earth, and draw the energies from this crystalline ball through your golden roots up to the soles of your feet. And as they reach your feet, they enter your body, your physical body, and ground you firmly with Mother Earth. Taking your attention high up into the sky, you see a huge golden ball of light, the source, and you draw energies from this beautiful energetic ball through your crown chakra right into your physical body, attuning you to the higher realms. We now ask Archangel Michael and Archangel Zadkiel to put their cloaks of protection around each one of us and to surround our spaces, our rooms, and our homes in their divine light of blue and magenta violet. This is a protective shield that keeps us safe and protected at all times during the process that now we are going to undertake. Imagine or visualize yourself stepping into complete darkness. And out of this darkness appears Goddess Hecate. She is the moon goddess, and she gently ushers you and guides you to go and meet the moon. You walk with her towards the moon, which is a little ahead. It's a beautiful, soothing white ball of light. You go towards it with Goddess Hecate. You step into this beautiful, luminous, soothing white ball of light. You are inside the moon now. And as you sit over there in the center of this globe, Goddess Hecate gives you a tablet. A tablet in the sense it's a sheet of rock which is 1 feet long and around a half feet wide. And on that, you see her writing something, and you see her numbering one, and then two, three, four, and five. When she has finished writing against all the numbers, she hands over this tablet to you. You take it and you read what is written on it. She tells you that these are the things, either in your relationship or in your career, that you need to let go of immediately. You read point number one, and then two, and the third, fourth, and fifth. You may be surprised at some of the points. You may not like some of the points. You may agree with some, you may disagree with some, and that's perfectly okay. This is what the universal guidance to you has come to let go of. You will have to ready yourself to let go of these things, to release these things from your life. It may be a little difficult for you to accept letting go of these attachments, but you know that the moon goddess and all your angels, your guardian angels, the ascended masters, and your spirit guides. They are all there to help you through, to let go of whatever doesn't serve you for your highest good in your coming future. You take the tablet, and along with her, you step out of the moon and gradually walk back to the room on this planet Earth, coming back to this room where you are now seated. You take a deep breath, become aware of your body, and gently open your eyes. And as you open your eyes, the first thing you do is write down these five things that were written by Goddess Hecate on the tablet. The five things that you need to let go of. I hope you all have finished writing it. Okay, so all of those of you who were there last time, what has been happening with you? You all had the list prepared last week, isn't it? So, any of y'all have had any issues about not wanting to let go or difficulty in letting go or releasing? What has been going on in your mind? Any one of y'all would like to share? Please unmute yourself and y'all can share what you have been going through in the last week.
Ma'am, I just want to know the color, why it was so completely blue, blue, blue last time. Everywhere it was blue. You were in blue, you were mermaid, then you became an angel, you were in blue again, blue, blue, blue everywhere.
Okay, blue is the color of Archangel Michael. Okay, so probably you would have needed a lot of protection and shielding and guidance. And he, along with protection and shielding, he is also the master angel for guidance on our spiritual path. He opens up doorways on the spiritual path so that we can follow our spiritual purpose or our soul purpose. Okay, so probably that's how mermaids are also mermaids, whales, dolphins, fairies, unicorns. These are all elementals from the animal kingdom and from the higher realms who have super intelligence. Are you there in the WhatsApp group?
Yes, ma'am, I joined
Okay.
on that day only.
Okay, I'll share a small clip of a video about whales, and it will show you how intelligent these creatures are and how they help us in our journey forward. Okay, so all these elementals are there for our progress, to help our progress through the spiritual and the soul journey. Okay, so I guess
Okay,
you
ma'am.
have
Yeah.
been pretty much blessed to have witnessed that in the very first meditation that you went through. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
We are blessed because you are there with us.
I am just a conduit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else would like to share?
Yeah, hi, Jyotika, I got two different sets. Okay, that day I wrote it after the meditation,
Okay.
and this time the things the list came during the meditation,
Okay,
during
that's
the
fine.
process.
Are both the lists different?
So Yes.
Both the lists are different.
One or 2 points. Yeah.
Okay. So the previous list, were you ready to let go of stuff? Or was there something in it that you did not want to let go of?
Yeah. There
Or you were
was
finding it
something.
difficult to let go of something? Okay.
There
So
was
not a
something
new
which,
list.
yeah. Yeah.
There
New
would be,
list.
definitely would
There's,
be.
uh,
The new
there are
list?
2, 3 things which are same.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not
And
completely different. Yeah. So, okay.
okay, so it's our mind that keeps like
Hmm.
playing tricks with us, thinking that okay, I don't want to let go of that stuff, so like maybe I can hold on to this and maybe I can let go of something else, so that
Right.
like
Being logical.
like we try to bargain. We have this habit, like, isn't it, like let this be, like maybe I'll let go of that, like, please, please. That's how we bargain with God also all the time, isn't it? Even when we are praying, like we always say like, let this happen for me, so like then I'll do this. But what we forget is like first do that and then it'll happen for you.
So I
But
need
we
to let
being
go this thing, being logical or being finding reasons to just not able to let go.
it will come by and by. Since you have already started on the path and it has come to your awareness, it will take some time. It will take some time. Don't worry about that. Okay, it will go by and by. Okay, what else? Who else? Anybody else?
Jutika, can I ask you?
Yes, please. Who
See,
is talking?
I'm Sudha here.
I'm not able to place you. Yeah, okay, Sudha, tell me.
See, it is a let go of, you are telling it is a let go of anything what we think of.
Yeah,
Uh, so, uh, but it won't happen immediately, right? So
no,
it takes time to
it will take time.
manifest.
It will take time. There will be situations and like incidents that will happen, that will come up,
Mm-hmm.
which will assist you to let go of whatever has come up for you. Now, again, there you will have a free will choice.
Okay, but
Whether you're going to use that opportunity to let go of it, or you're going to like again bargain and um, use reason and logic to hold on to it or to let go of it.
no, can we do it for say for my husband? So
Hmm.
he's not in good relationship with his brother or sibling. So
He
can
has
I?
to do it for himself. He has to do it for himself. Okay, because it's his karma, it's his free will, and then again the other person with whom he's like has that vibes, that
Mhm.
person's free will, that person's karma. So why would you take it upon yourself?
But can
you
I?
you're complicating things for yourself.
No, can I build up a good relationship with them?
For them or with them?
Yeah, with them. Okay, that's my brother-in-law. Can I build up a good relationship with them, with him,
It's
with their
that
family?
that's entirely your choice. That's entirely your choice. Yes, you can. You
Okay.
can, but you cannot force your husband to do the same. Okay, that's his choice. It's his understanding, his free will, his logic, whatever it is. But looking at you having a good relationship with your brother-in-law, then what comes up. Like then you'll have to be ready for whatever good or not so good, whatever comes up. You understand
Yes.
what I'm saying?
Yes. This properties issues will
So
make them crazy.
yeah. So see, whatever comes up for release has to be your personal stuff. You
Okay.
cannot release for somebody else.
Okay.
If he has a anger about somebody else, it is his journey. He has to make that choice to release. You cannot release for him
Mhm.
unless he goes to a therapist, unless you take him to a therapist and tell him to like. But then again, it's his choice, isn't it?
Family constellation, can I do that for them?
You could try. Definitely, you could try. If it works for you, great. Yeah. There are so many modalities. You could try whatever calls out to you. Okay.
Okay.
Some work, some do not work. So if it doesn't work, move on to something else. Not necessarily everything has to work for everybody. All right. Okay. Anybody else?
Thank you,
Let
Jyoti.
Let me ask you one very important question. How many of y'all from last week till now have had constipation, have had diarrhea, have had stomach upset, have had heartburn, acidity, and stuff, even for a day or two during the last week? Okay, okay. So if you'll put it in the chat box, what happened, what it was, whether it was diarrhea, whether it was heartburn, acidity, or what else did I say? Constipation. Just put it in the chat box, for reference. Even if you have had a cold or something like that, a cough or a cold, or maybe headache.
Jutika, I'd like to tell you what happened with me.
Tell me.
When you told us, I've heard a lot about writing stuff and then burning it, and it
Yeah.
making you feel better, mostly through movies. But this was the first time ever I took the courage to actually do something like that. And I say courage because I feel that, burning and things like that is getting into some kind of weird space which I don't want to get into usually.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. Totally understand that.
But this just felt so liberating. I just wrote, after the meditation, I just wrote a list of things, and they weren't just names of people. Some were names of people, and some were things which I was ashamed of, which may have happened in my life in the past. And just randomly, whatever came to my mind, I wrote a list of, say, 13 things, I think. And then you said, do this. So I just went to the stove and I burnt it, and it just disappeared. And the feeling inside me, you said, leave it to the angels to make space, and it just did. It made so much more space for the good.
Lovely.
And
It
the
made you feel
thing,
lighter? Made you feel
yeah,
lighter?
yes, almost immediately. It just did. And there were names on that list which didn't even strike me that were taking up space in me.
Yeah.
Like for example, my ex's mother. I mean, I wouldn't even have thought that, given it a second thought. And like, I
Yes.
actually just mentioned it. I don't remember her name also, but I wrote in the ex's mother's name. And
Okay.
it actually just made me feel so much lighter. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. We should thank Shahid Kapoor for that. Remember he did that in Jab We Met with
Yes.
what's her name?
With
Forget,
Kareena
with
Kapoor.
Kareena Kapoor.
Yes.
Jala do, jala do, jala do, jala do. Maza aaya.
And
Yeah,
actually, maza aaya. And I was like,
it does.
wow, that really worked.
Yeah. It all, see, this is all energetic. Everything is happening in our head at an energetic level. Okay, the thoughts, the emotions in our body, everything. So when you, in the physical form, when it manifests in the form of like diseases and discomfort and so many other, small illnesses and ailments. So when you actually burn it in the physical sense, so you're burning what is, manifested and is not serving you anymore, which is not good for you anymore. So what is manifested has to be let go of in the manifested form. Understand? What is created in the energetic form has to let go of in the energetic form. What is manifested in the physical form has to be let go of in the physical form, manifested form. And that's why you feel that physically you feel lighter, mentally you feel lighter. As if like I lost actually 2 kgs because of all that. So
Yes.
yeah, thank you for sharing that. Okay, so there are quite a few messages here: headaches and acidity, diarrhea, indigestion, heartburn. Okay, lovely. Terrible allergy. Okay, on your hands. I have had to start medication. Okay, all right. So all these what you all have been going through have all been release symptoms. Okay, if any of you all have been constipated, understand that you all have been extremely resistant to let go of it. So you're literally, forgive my words, but you're literally holding on to your shit and not letting go of it. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, it is toxic for the body. Shit is something that is to be excreted, to be let out, and to be thrown out of the body. But if you're holding it inside your body, imagine the toxicity that's happening inside. So that is another indication, that is another guidance to you through your guides and angels and the moon goddess and everybody else, telling you through your body, this is toxic for you, let go. If it has been acidity, if it has been heartburn, so yeah, it's heartburn, darlings. It's heartburn. Your heart doesn't want to let go of it. It's natural. It is. Because you have been attached to that person, that emotion, that kind of whatever vibe it was. You have been so attached to it, and letting go of it is like, so it sits so heavily on your heart. And the whole turmoil takes place in your stomach. And that's why it all keeps coming up like, I can't. It's in indigestion. You're not even being able to digest it. You're not able to throw it up, and it just keeps festering inside, in the core of your body, in the middle of your body, literally in the middle of your body. They say something like, na nigalte banta hai na ugalte banta hai. You understand what I'm saying? So you're neither able to digest it, and you're neither able to throw it up. If somebody of you all have been vomiting, then yes, it has been a violent throwing up of what needs to be thrown out of your body. That's physically you have thrown out whatever needed to be released. Allergies, I would say it is skin allergies would always be about separation. The skin which we have, this is what separates us from our God. If this had not been there, we would have been completely formless, right? There would have been no structure to this body. The skin is what holds the entire skeletal system, the organs, and everything else in one form, in this human form. If this had not been there, we would have been one with the God, one with the source, and with everything in the universe, completely formless. So, when there is a conflict about separation from our God, that is when we develop skin allergies. Our skin starts acting up. It's kind of like a passive aggressive behavior, kind of an anger or a dissatisfaction at being separated from your God. You want to become one with God, but somehow, it's not happening, and all that angst comes out through the skin. Okay, so yeah, headache, all about like wanting to be everything to be so perfect, not wanting to let go of what has been. Like I said, we have attachments to the whole thing, and we think that whatever was so perfect, it was so good. Why can't it be like that now? Why can't it be like that in future? You want that whole beautiful phase that was to continue now and in future. But it's a law of nature. What takes birth does meet its death eventually. So what was so beautiful once, it was a beautiful relationship, it was a beautiful career, or it was a beautiful flower, it had to come to a natural death. But if we are going to keep on insisting that no, that flower cannot die, no, that relationship cannot die, no, that career cannot die, it has to bloom, it has to keep shining through, then that need for perfection, that need for it to be so perfect, is what gives us the headache. Okay, the need for perfection is what brings on the headache. Like, things are not in my control, I want to control it, and it has to be just like this, the way I want it. Again, a huge resistance to the law of nature of letting go, because this is how it was, this is how I want it, and I won't let it go. So when you are so hung up on that perfection of the past, though it may not be as perfect in the now, and it probably will be really stinky in the future. But because it was so good in the past, you want it. You don't want to let it go. And then your body tells you through the headache, like, boss, it's not working. It's not working. Just let it go. Okay? What else do we have? Sneezing, cough. What have you not been able to say when you want to release, when you wanted to let go of something? There's something that you wanted to speak up, there's something you wanted to talk about that you haven't expressed about that relationship. You haven't expressed about that career. You haven't expressed about that situation or about that person. So you're going to keep coughing and coughing and coughing until you get it out of your system. So either whatever is coming up, whatever anger, whatever dialogue might be coming out in your head about that person, that situation, and all blah 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 blah, the mind chatter keeps going on, right? The mind chatter is constantly on, like, no, 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 this happened, no, 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 that happened, no, she said this, no, she said that, and like that, like that. I'm not going to let go, but I did this, and but I did that, and but he said this. So many things. If that is happening, it's bringing up the cough, you haven't been able to say it to that person or about that situation, please write it down and burn it up. You don't have to go to the person and talk to the person about it. Might complicate things. So just write it down, journal it, and tear it up and burn it and just throw it out. Just get it out of your system. If it's an issue of forgiveness, that that person hasn't forgiven me, or I'm not able to forgive that person. Okay, release can be in the form of forgiveness, forgiving somebody else. So if you're not able to forgive that person because you expect that person to come and say sorry to you, boss, that person also has an ego. That person also has his own mind chatter. It's his or her own thinking, right? So expecting that person to come and say sorry, or you going and saying sorry to that person, and so on and so forth, all whatever, like, ifs and buts and everything. Don't get into that jhamela. Don't get into that complication. From your side, write down the forgiveness letter saying, if you have been wrong, say, I'm sorry, blah, 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 this happened, da, 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 da. Burn it. If you expect forgiveness from, if you are supposed to forgive that person, write it down that you did this, you did that, blah, 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 and I'm very unhappy about it, and I went through this and I went through that, blah, blah, blah. Write it down, burn it. You don't really have to confront that person. What you need to do, my darlings, is get it out of your body, get it out of your mind, get it out of your auric space. That is your responsibility, that is your task. What the other person does, why, how, when, immaterial. Absolutely unnecessary to go into that arena. The focus has to be I, me, myself. You, and you. That's it. Okay? So, yeah, wonderful, wonderful release symptoms all of y'all have been having. So, let's get on with all this. And today we'll see where the stuff is still stuck. And we are going to ask the angels to come and help us. It gets stuck at 3 levels. I'll just explain to you briefly. One, in the mind, okay, in the head. It's the left brain against the right brain. Logical versus the more lenient artistic side of the brain. The masculine versus the feminine. Then the next level is at the heart level. Heart attachments. Dil hai ki manta nahi, right? You so want to, like, nahi, humse na ho paega. No, I can't do this. I can't let go. I love you so much. And so on and so forth. Now, love is a very cliched word right now, okay? Because what love is, we really don't know. We call attachments love, we call possessions love, we call possessiveness as love, and so on and so forth. So, but we still have these heartstrings, some things, situations, people that keep pulling at our heartstrings, and we are like, nay, no, nay, no, like, you keep doing that. So, yeah, that also comes in the way of letting go. The third place is your belly. For the women, it would be the womb area, okay? And for the men, I know you all don't have a physical womb, but you all do have a central core, okay, just behind the navel, which is called the hara, okay, which is equivalent of the womb space. That is your core center. Now, this core center is where the entire knowledge about your existence resides. When you say, in the heart of my heart, I know that this is right, but I can't do it. I would say, in the heart of your womb, you know what is to be let go, what is to be released, but your heart and your mind come in the way. So, this is the intellect, okay? This is the instinct, and your core is the intuition. It's your intuitive center. Your heart is the instinctive center, and your mind is the intellectual center. So, what gets stuck is at the mind level and the heart level. And when you reach the core of your being, the center of your being, you know, you just know. Okay? That is your intuitive self. So, let's call our angels and ask them to help us at the mind, intellectual level, at the instinctive level, and help us to connect with the intuitively. All right. So close your eyes. Take a deep, deep, deep breath and let go. Focus as you inhale on the breath that goes up through your nose and observe the breath leaving your nostrils. Feel the breath going in once again through the nostrils and feel them rushing out of your nostrils. Keep observing this in and out, the in breath and the out breath. In and out, in and out. Now, when you breathe in, take the breath in right to the center of your forehead. Breathe straight into your third eye and exhale. Breathe in deeper and allow the breath to move past your third eye, going straight up to your crown of your head. And exhale. Breathe into your crown once more. And continue normal breathing. As you move your breath circulating in your crown area, you become aware of your left brain and your right brain. We now call upon the archangels, Archangel Jophiel and Archangel Christian, to come and help us explore our crown area. Both Archangel Jophiel and Christian come forward and take you inside your crown from the top of your head. You, along with both these archangels, step inside your brain. You see yourself as very small, exploring your left and your right brain. Archangel Jophiel and Christian are definitely there with you. You hold on to them because you're not sure what to look for. Archangel Jophiel tells you, look on your right, look at the right side of your brain. How does it look to you? Does it look used or unused? Does it look overused? Is it light and bright in that area? Or is it dark? Is it brilliant and vibrant? Or is it shrunk and shriveled up, small? You observe the right side of your brain. Watch the color. Is it black? Is it white? What is the extent of this blackness or the whiteness? Once you have made these observations, Archangel Christian comes forward and she takes you to the left side of your brain. And there again, you observe what you did on the right side. Is this side of the brain vibrant and throbbing with life? Is it overactive? Is it underactive? Or is it completely silent and not active at all? Once again, observe it closely. This left side of your brain. Is it shriveled up? Or is it brilliant and bright? Is it light or is it dark? See the extent of the blackness or the whiteness in this part of your brain. As you have made these observations, you now step back along with Archangel Jophiel and Christian and take an overview of both the left and the right brain together. Observe which one is bigger and which one is smaller, which one is darker, which one is lighter. One of the two will be bigger and the other will be smaller, or one of them may appear to you as lighter and the other one as darker. Dark doesn't mean anything bad, it's just a different shade of light, different form of light. So once you've observed which one is smaller and which one is bigger, Archangel Jophiel and Christian take your hand so that you may carry on your onward journey through your consciousness, through your body consciousness. Slowly, the three of you move to the back of your head and slide down to the back of the neck. There, you meet the spinal cord, and along the spinal cord, you see it extending downwards. The three of you gently slide down the spinal cord from the back of your neck, going down, 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 ever so slowly until you reach the middle of your back. When you reach the middle of your back along the spinal cord, Archangel Jophiel and Christian hand you over to Archangel Shamuel and Archangel Charity. They take your hand and help you along to step into your heart space. You look around and you see the rib cage, you see the lungs, your lungs, breathing in and out, expanding, deflating. And just at the side, you will see your own beautiful heart pulsating and throbbing. Archangel Samuel and Charity lead the way into your heart. Along with them, you step into the heart. As you approach the outer walls of the heart, observe, make a note. How do the outer walls look? Are they covered with anything? Or are the walls clean of any attachments? Observe the color of the external heart. Is it bright? Is it red? Or is it darker in color? Is it moist and soft? Or is it dried and heavy in appearance? Having observed, made a note of it all, Archangel Samuel and Charity take you inside your heart space. When you go in there, you look around. Remember the five things that you were asked to release. See which aspect of those five is stuck in which part of your heart. The space inside your heart, is it illuminated? Is there a light in the heart, or is it in darkness? Or is the light very faint and hazy? Whatever is stuck in that heart space, Archangel Charity, Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Samuel, and Archangel Christian are all helping you to clear these attachments. From there, now you move down along the spinal cord once again, sliding down to the lower back, where you see your womb space, the center of your hara. You move to the core of your being, the center of your being. And here, Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Hope are waiting for you. As you step inside your core, You look around, all the six archangels are sitting around you with you in the center. You once again take out your list of 5 things and take a good look at it all. Archangel Jophiel and Christian tell you where your mind is attached to these 5 things. What in your mind is holding any of these 5 things and not letting you release them? Make a note of it. It could be fear, it could be judgment, it could be guilt, it could be so many other things. The center of your being, your intuitive center knows what it is. And with Archangel Jophiel and Christian's help, you are able to see those mental attachments very, very clearly. These are the attachments because of which you are unable to let go of these issues that have shown up for you to be released from your space in this time of your life. Now make a note of it all, the mental attachments. And then Archangel Shamuel and Archangel Charity help you to see your heart attachments to these issues, your emotional attachments to these issues, the reasons of your heart that stop you from letting go of these issues. Make a note of it. What are these emotional attachments? Archangel Shamuel and Charity are helping you to see your emotional attachments very, very clearly. You are sitting in your intuitive space, in the center of your being, where you know everything and you accept your being, your limitations, and everything that you are. You accept the help of the archangels in letting go of all that doesn't serve you anymore. Archangel Gabriel and Hope, they both illuminate the center of your being. Their divine light shines through your womb, through your hara, through your core center, bringing up your intuitive power to its full potential, becoming flush with this new awareness, with this new consciousness. You now know where you are stuck, why you are stuck, and what you need to do. It may be in the now, it may be in the future. The choice is definitely yours, whether you can let go or not. But at least now you know the mental attachments that stop you, the emotional attachments that stop you, and the intuitive knowledge of what is right for you to do. Fortified with this new consciousness, with this new awareness, we thank the six archangels for all their help and guidance. Slowly, the archangels create a beautiful cocoon around you with their wings and enclose you in their safety. You feel safe and comforted with their love and support all around you. Taking a deep breath and with a gentle flutter of the wings, the six archangels lift you up in that beautiful angelic cocoon and bring you back into your room from where you started this journey of self exploration, of your intellectual mind, of your instinctive mind, and your intuitive core. Taking a deep breath and once more thanking the archangels, you become aware of the angelic cocoon opening up, becoming aware of the sounds in the room, of the light in your physical, earthly room, the place you're seated on, becoming aware of your body and your breath going in and out of your nostrils, slowly focusing on your breath going and out, in and out. With each breath, you come back to this earthly reality, opening your eyes gently as and when you are ready. Rub your hands together, take a sip of water. We're just going through your chat messages. Some of y'all ask like when will all these symptoms go? These symptoms will go when you have released what needed to be released. You could be able to suppress these symptoms through medication or by overcoming the emotion that you're feeling at that moment, but they might recur time and again until you actually let go of the entire issue. What really, it's like, especially in constipation, I'm going to share a very good secret with you. If y'all are sitting on the pot and y'all are not able to let go, just affirm, I'm ready to let go. I let go with ease and joy. I let go with ease and joy. Keep repeating that as many times as you can. It'll slide out beautiful. Try it. See, when you're saying affirmations, you're rewiring your brain. The whole aspect of your mind resisting the whole release and holding on to something gets completely revamped when you say that I'm ready to let go with ease and joy. I'm ready to let go with ease and joy. And then the rewiring happens in the brain Okay. All right. So I hope the process was good for all of y'all. Any last minute about, or are we good to go?
Jyotika, can I ask you a couple of questions?
Sure. Yeah.
Jyotika, you said imagine the brain. Now my right side I saw green. The left one was black and gold. It was much larger. And then when you took us to that code part, I felt a little bit of coldness. And the next thing I knew, I was driving around on a motorcycle in a field, absolutely green, and I couldn't kind of associate what's going on. He was had this long flowing beard, and I'm driving around happily in a mobike, and I don't know how to drive a mobike in real life. So I really don't know what was going on there.
Okay, which side was bigger and which side was smaller?
The left side was bigger with the golden and a black kind of a color. The right side was green, but slightly smaller.
Okay, so what's happening is like are you very much left-brained? You're very much logical,
Yeah,
and you
that
want a systematic discipline and a structure to everything,
more or
right?
less. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so yeah, so that's how the whole left brain appeared to you, golden color, because that is the most used part of your being. That is how you operate uh, that is how you operate most of the time. Okay,
Right.
but now all these spiritual discourses that you have been attending, the right side of your brain is getting healed. The green color is all about healing. Okay,
Okay.
so it is healing, and it is like making its place felt in your life. So going on the bike is all about probably you moving ahead in a direction which is unknown to you, which is has no logic, which has no structure, and that is what the whole characteristic of the right brain is.
Okay. Got it.
Moving forward with faith and surrender. The
Thank
right
you.
brain doesn't need any kind of structure. Does a painting have any structure? It can be abstract, it can be anything. It will shape up the way you want it, like, right? You
Right.
don't even know how the painting is going to shape up. And after it is done, then you know how it is. So your right brain is healing and shaping up into a whole new reality, which you're beginning to enjoy, like a bike ride
Thank you, Jyotika.
through the greenery and everything.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else? All done? Uh,
Yes, ma'am. On the right side, I saw a big valley of dark clouds, but the valley was very deep on the right side. A very, very big valley. And on the left side, I felt whatever circle I
yeah.
feel when I do on the uh, third eye, but like same, but the circle was bigger on left side. I saw that kind of circle, dark gold circle.
The left side. What about the right side? I
The,
couldn't hear what you were saying about the right side.
yeah, on the right side, it was a big valley, cloudy and very deep valley. The valley was very big
Okay.
on the right side.
So are you very much afraid of the unknown?
Yes, I am. But
Yeah.
now, after doing so many processes, now I can manage
Yeah. So
fear.
slowly.
But yeah,
So
but
more
still
or
the
less, the fear
yeah,
is there that you
yes,
might, like, fall into a deep ditch, and which is bottomless, and you don't know where it is going to land you. Okay, so that little bit of fear is still there, and that's why you're still, like, kind of reasoning everything, trying to logify everything, and still operating from the left side of the brain, and you're
okay,
afraid to use the right side of the brain, which is more like, faith, surrender, and just walking into the unknown. And it is perfectly okay, because that is how we have been living for so many years. That is how we have been taught to live. So getting acclimatized or getting familiar with something that is unknown, that is dark as a valley, is going to take time. So
right.
yeah. Okay,
Thank you.
there's a
Jyotika,
big message from Pushpa. Ankita, can you read that and I'll come back to the question later. Yeah, tell me.
Jitika, Binaifa here.
Yeah, Binay.
So with my brain, I heard your answer that you gave to the gentleman. My right side was luscious and used, and the left side was a little bit stagnant. So I'm guessing I need to bring in structure into my life, whereas it's quite the opposite to what you were
Absolutely.
explaining to him. But in the heart, what is I think it was my right, it was the opposite. My right
Okay.
side was looking a little sad and
Okay.
need of healing, and my left side was looking like it was getting healed. So it was looking more pink, and it was looking like it was aging with me, you know, in totality.
Okay. So you have understood the brain aspect of it, right? The
Yes, just
intellectual
1 minute.
aspect of
There are
it.
2 questions. One is this for the heart, and the second one, what am I supposed to do with those 5 things that have been written on the tablet? The network went off at that time, so I didn't know what I was supposed to do with those 5.
No, you were just supposed to see where the attachments, the mental attachments are there to those 5 things, and what are the emotional attachment to those 5 things,
Okay.
which are stopping you from letting go of them.
Okay,
Okay.
fine. Fine.
So you said
The
about the
heart.
heart space. Yeah. So
Yes.
the heart space, there's no left or right to it. Only the brain has the left and right. The heart is one unit. Okay. So like you said, you saw it aging with yourself. So was it a comfortable aging, or was it like too old for your
It,
age?
yeah, it did seem older than me, and it seemed to be getting reviving because I think of the whole spirituality bit of it. But yeah, it did seem older than me in terms of it's been through a lot, that kind
Okay.
of thought.
Okay. So you need to breathe more into your heart and let go of whatever emotional trauma that you might have gone through. Anything that you
Okay,
might be holding on to at least. So
okay, okay,
you need to rejuvenate your heart space, open your
okay,
heart chakra, do some heart meditations and stuff. Okay.
okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, Ankita, what was that?
Yeah,
Pushpa said something.
yeah. I don't know much about archangels and other angels that you generally mention, but I enjoy all your processes and also believe in the angels and their power and healing for us. Can you please suggest some reading as I just can't visualize any of these angels?
Okay. You're in the WhatsApp group, Pushpa?
I
She's there,
believe
she's
so,
not
yeah.
there. She
Yes,
left perhaps.
yes,
You're
yes.
there?
I am. Yeah.
Okay, I had put up picture of all the books that you could have gone
Hmm.
through. I'll put it up
Okay.
again for you. Not a problem.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know these names also. I'm not heard also. Maybe I'm not aware
Yeah,
of these things. That is.
yeah, that's perfectly all right. I will be teaching about the angels, and taking. I've got a couple of inquiries.
Hmm.
Uh, a very very urgent request to learn about the angels. She
Hmm.
wanted it like last week, but I told her, I said my schedule is quite tight right now.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm scheduling it next week.
Okay.
So anybody who
Sure.
wants to learn about the angels,
I want to. So
um,
please
And
send
also
us
the
the invite.
colors, and also the colors related to the angels.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I want to.
In the angel course, all that will be covered. So
Hmm.
so anybody who's interested to learn more about the angels, I'm happy to teach whoever is ready. Okay,
Okay.
whoever feels the
So
calling, you can get in touch with
whenever
me.
you are
We'll see
taking
about
this, will you be taking the session next week or something? So please let us know so that we can also join or we can do the needful things basically.
Jyotika,
Yeah, can't.
I think her network.
Yeah, our screen is frozen. Yeah.
Her video is frozen.
So we have a talk with Jyotika happening this weekend on the 3rd. So all
Yeah.
of you could come. I'm guessing she's going to introduce most of the concepts there. And then,
Okay. Was she referring to that session only or some other session?
no, I think that what she was referring to is a workshop that she plans to do.
Yeah, I
It's
It's
thought
on the
very
so.
in depth.
7th. It's on the
Uh,
7th. The workshop is on the 7th.
it's on the 7th.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think it's more in depth and more.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes,
So
that's
there are
right.
there are two levels to it. Okay.
Okay.
So the first level would be like for 8 hours. So we could either divide it like 4 and 4 into 2 days, or if you all are willing to sit through the entire 8 hours in one day, I can do that for you as well. I would suggest for 4 hours, like for 2 days. It makes good sense.
Hmm.
In that, I would be teaching all about the angel hierarchy, the names of five main archangels to begin with, and about their colors and about their numbers, and how to do a couple of readings and stuff and all. I'll send you the details, whatever it is.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
And in the second level, once you get acclimatized to the five angels and how to do self healing and how to do healing for others and stuff, become familiar with their colors and numbers and reading signs, etc. After that, you can do the second level. But in the beginning, you need to get acclimatized and to the energies of the angels. Okay. So in the next level, other 10 archangels are taken care of. So we'll be connecting with
Okay.
other 10. In all, there are like 15 archangels that we connect with and learn how to heal with them. Yeah.
We have two people who have raised their hands for a long time.
Yeah. Tell me, Mansi. There's Mansi and there is
Yeah,
Shalini.
Shalini
yeah.
here.
Yes,
Hi,
Shalini.
Jyotika.
Hi.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you so much, first of all. So I quickly wanted to share my experience today. So when we were doing the visualization, I saw my right side of the brain as nice, pink and supple,
Hmm.
as against the left side, which looked, when you said used, it appeared to be overused, and it appeared shriveled and darker also. But
Which
it was
side?
all
Which
right,
side?
left side, left side.
The left side was shriveled and darker.
Yes, and the right side was nice, pink, supple,
Okay.
and thriving. I mean, that's the thought that came to my mind.
Okay. So
So
you basically go with the flow all the time?
always,
Yeah. No structure or no discipline or like don't like to be tied down by a routine or something like that.
no. Okay, that's what it is indicating.
Yeah. Is that I'm asking you, is that right for
Yes,
you?
I am. I am very much like that. Although it is a constant struggle with people wanting me to be more disciplined, but that's how I have always been. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the right brain of yours, like overactive, and the left
Okay.
brain is like underused. So
Okay.
you need to
So do
balance the
do we
two.
need to balance it? I mean, we
Of
need to work.
course. Yes, definitely. We need to balance it.
Okay, so we need to work towards disciplining, is what you're suggesting.
It's a
I
garbled,
should
I
be.
can't hear you.
I should be more disciplined. Is that what you're saying?
You'll need to work towards balancing the level.
Okay.
Yeah. Create a structure, create a timetable for yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
Create a timetable. You do not have to be very strictly disciplined as such, but there has to be a proper routine or a timetable that you follow.
Okay. And that would
Okay.
help balance them. So I
Yes.
should know it myself in my next meditation or visualization whether I'm working towards it.
Yes.
Is that how?
Definitely.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Who else? Mansi? Where's she? She raised her hand, but she's
It
not there.
was same what she. No, I'm very much there.
Okay. Okay.
Whatever she asked, the same thing even I had. The thing is, you have answered everything, but I have been religiously failing on following the disciplines. So, like following the timetable, it is very
I am
difficult.
going to
Like
take
two
this
days I do,
up.
third day I will fail. I feel that.
I am going to take this up on the third. Wait, सबको
Okay.
ऐसी चपत पड़ने वाली है. Everybody is
Yes, yes,
loving
yes.
all these processes. Everybody is loving going into La La Land. But
Yes, yes.
we need some grounding. We need to
Yeah.
come back to earth. We need to come back to ground reality. Okay, that
Correct.
is very, very important. We'll talk about it more on the third. In
Thank you
depth
so much.
actually. It's a really like
Yes. Thank you so much.
very, very important aspect of our being. to balance both the left and the right side. So, but men tend to be more left brained and over logical and overly structured, wanting things in a certain way. That's how they are wired. And women are more like, easygoing, not wanting to be tied down into any kind of structure or plan or anything. So each one tends to go into the extreme of, extreme polarities. But somewhere you need to balance the two. I'm not saying when you say balance doesn't mean like, it has to be just equal on both sides, not necessarily. But you use your left side when it is required, and you use your right side when it is required, in as much proportion as the situation demands it. Like if you're in an office, you would need to work in a disciplined manner, you would need to use more of your left brain. But if you're doing a business which is more artistic in nature, then the structure and all can, take a back seat for some time, and the creative side of your right brain needs to be utilized more, so that, your expansive ideas and new ideas and new stuff keeps coming up, innovation and everything happens. But when that happens, then again you have to start using your left brain to structure that new idea into form. You understand what I'm saying? So each side has to be utilized as and when required, depending on the situation or the task that you're doing or whatever you're dealing with. Correct? Okay.
All right. I think we've
I
already.
think we're done. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Any other questions? Anything that might come up later on? You'll need to clarify and all. The WhatsApp group is there. Put your questions there. Or you can message me. That is also perfectly all right. Just in case the WhatsApp group crashes or is shut down.
No, it won't. I think everyone can message there and get in touch with you.
Yeah, they all know my number
Or,
by now. Yeah.
or everyone can come on the third and ask all their questions.
All right. So thank you everybody for being present over here and going through the processes to help yourselves and helping me to help you. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
Zilpika. Good
much.
much.
night.
Thank you.
Bye
Good
bye.
night.
Good night.
Thank you
Bye.
so
Bless
much.
you.
Good
Thank
night.
you.